Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. It's Dos Cavazos here. I'm Anthony.
I'm Casey.
And today we are watching episode 6 of season 5 of Better Call Saul. So where we left off with Kim, she's going into this big situation right now with Mesa Verde. Their client obviously trying to get the land, and the property made the call center on that plot, whereas Jimmy is defending the person because at Kim's request. This is going to lead, I think, to a horrible conclusion, in my opinion. I feel like it's going to end bad for Kim. And if the indication of this name of this episode is any indication, Wexler versus Goodman, that seems like, it's going to end bad, in my opinion.
Yeah. I think that this, last episode, we're kind of getting, the beginnings of the build-up to this big, to me, I'm imagining it's going to be this big, courtroom battle. I don't know. That would be really awesome, but also really worrisome just for both of them. But I just don't think that this is going to end well for Kim. And in turn, I feel like this is going to cause the downfall of their relationship.
I think that too.
That's just what I'm getting. Something has to happen,
It's so weird because, I said it in our previous reaction too. I feel like this is self-inflicted by Kim. She is putting Saul on this, or Jimmy. Yeah. She's putting him in a situation where she knows where this is going. And even when she was talking to her boss in the last episode, where she made a scene in front of everybody. It seems like she feels like it's going in a negative trajectory for her, but she's still pushing it. And it just seems like at the end of the day,
it almost is like she just doesn't like Mesa Verde so much that she's just trying to almost self-sabotaging, even if she doesn't know she's doing it.
Which is funny because that's the guy Mesa Verde is doing the exact same thing by not wanting to move plot. He's like, oh, it's pride, it's my land and whatnot, my father's. Which I'm really interested to see what Kim found too in that previous episode too. Like I said in our last reaction, there was something in that silhouette of their logo with the cowboy on the horse. That she saw in the picture of the private eye and whatnot.
What if they stole the logo or something?
Is that gonna be what causes this? I don't know if it's gonna be copyright infringement might be the reason, or who knows.
I don't even know what Saul can dig up.
When it comes to Mike and Gustavo, we kind of left in a weird situation where it seems like Mike is going to be at least mending fences with Gustavo, at least somewhat for right now. At least it seems like it was in hopes of revenge, both on the for both of them in reference to the Salamancas. Yeah. I'm quite curious how that really works for Mike, because it didn't seem like the Salamancas were that pressing of a concern for him in that period of time. And I'm wondering if it's more so him helping him with Lalo, because obviously Lalo is the big monkey wrench in the whole situation right now, because he's obviously he's running stuff, I guess, in Hector's area right now, or taking care of things. But then you also have the Nacho situation, and Nacho's also working for Gustavo, and at any given moment this whole thing could just blow the fuck up. And at the end of the day, the person I care the most about is Nacho. I just don't want it to see it, and I don't want it to end up having him
or his father.
Yeah, that'd be the super sad too. If we were to see something happen to his father, that'd be hard to deal with, because that's just their interactions that they have, it just seems like he wants Nacho out of it so bad, and Nacho is just kind of in the situation where it's I can't do it, Dad, and it's just it hurts to see his dad be in that situation. But yeah, hopefully, actually, I'm not gonna say hopefully, because I feel like this is the Breaking Bad universe. Not everything.
Yeah, not everything.
A lot of characters don't end up happy. I will say that.
Yeah.
But all right, before we jump into this next episode, please make sure to like and subscribe. Hit that bell so you can stay notified for all of our future videos, and let's jump into it. Yeah.
Where were you?
I'm sorry, hon. I got held up down at the Clover. Guess I kind of lost track of time.
You were drinking?
Kimmy.
Aw. Kim.
Beer.
Well, that's what it was.
Shit. This is her as a kid.
Let's go. Kim, get in or I'm driving home. Right now, in the car. You never listen.
Freedom from hidden fees and freedom to choose the account that's right for you. Ain't that right, Kevin?
That's right, Dad.
I was like, this gotta be.
Yep. Let our family help find your freedom at Mesa Verde.
The Media Lab has a vision mixer. I think we can get the effect that you're going for.
And with makeup and costumes, we can make it look like the same time period.
I love how he always uses these.
What are they doing? They're trying to fabricate something. I think they're going to film something fake and try and make it seem like it was real.
You got a green screen?
Hey, that'll work.
Very nice.
I wonder if the owner knows about this, because I don't feel like she'd be okay with it.
Perfect. That's it. Press record. And 5, 4, 3, 2.
Magic.
Magic. delicious. You can't have the pizza
Like,
what
what
we
is
do the
it gonna
thing.
be like a thing? Like they're gonna show like that old commercial, and then they'll be like, "Oh, we were taken out of our homes or forced out of our homes," type of thing. Maybe they're trying to be fake people. I don't know.
Will Acker settle for 75,000?
75.
Yeah. Will he go for it?
Kevin is willing to go up to 7.5 on this.
Look, we'll negotiate as far up as we can, and then I'll make up the difference.
Hey, hold on. You'll make up the difference as in out of your own pocket make up the difference?
Yes, I just need to end this now and move on.
But why?
You're the fucking person
Hey,
who made it go this far.
Rich is suspicious. He said some things. He's second-guessing how you got to be Acker's lawyer and questioning my intentions enough to want me off the case. We move forward with this, Rich is going to figure out what's happening.
And here's the truth. Rich knows nothing.
Well, not yet.
Not ever. He has nothing. There's no way to prove anything.
What all those people you hired?
This is a slippery slope.
But it's just not worth it.
It's your play. If you want to walk, we'll walk.
Lalo's using his CI connection. He's having Domingo call the DEA to rat out your dealers. Times they're slinging, locations.
Promote low-level dealers. Or find new ones.
He's gonna chip away at your business until the bosses down south don't think you're worth the trouble.
You know, he's like,
what do you do about all that?
He's like, all right, I'll take care of it.
From now on, you report to this man.
See, there's two lines of thought for me. Either he's that fucking crazy, or he's feeding him false information to see if he's the rat. You know what I'm saying about Nacho? Like, and Lalo's telling him all this fake stuff to see if, like, Gustavo, like, in turn, like, tries to do something to prevent something.
Yeah, you're right.
Lalo, I feel like, is that kind of sneaky.
I warned you, when you started going after Hector Salamanca, there'd be others to worry about. You made a choice. You got in with both eyes open.
My father didn't.
We take care of Lalo, then we'll talk.
Hopefully they can.
Yeah.
And the man with the mustache, you didn't see him when you returned.
No, I got there just as the fire engines were arriving.
Were there any other cars parked there?
A few.
That look familiar?
Yes, now that I look at it, yes, that was the type of car it was.
If you were able to call the detectives who interviewed you and pass this along firsthand, tell them that you remember that detail.
Count your lucky stars, we got Judge Pepper. Do me in. She likes my flair.
Flair?
Aaron and the gang already had a jump on redrafting the complaint, but then another box of receipts was suddenly discovered. What are you hearing from Kylie?
Howie.
Howie?
You know.
No.
I make him look like he gets prostitutes.
I don't know any
Aw, I feel so bad for him. He wasn't doing anything.
Howard,
are
you sure they're
leave
not
him
your hookers? They seem
alone.
to-
Oh, no, he's just being mean now.
Hit and run. Same day as our travel wire murder. Check out the make of the car.
We're not prepared to offer more than what's on the table.
No, I knew there would be dickering, so let's just hear the number you're looking for so we can all move forward with our lives.
$4 million.
$4 million. Very funny. Very funny.
Mr. Acker would like to be paid $4 million for his pain and suffering.
What the fuck are
We
you
had an agreement.
doing, Jimmy?
We had a discussion.
We had a verbal agreement on a number that both sides would be happy with.
And I discussed the offer with my client, and he really, really doesn't want to leave his house. Wait, don't leave.
You're not wasting any more of their time.
No.
Kevin, meeting's over.
No, while the gang's all here, I would love to bring up a completely unrelated matter.
Kevin, we can handle
We're
this.
gonna find out what
this
they
is
film.
really good. You're gonna want to see this. Kevin, you want to stick around? Your dad's in this.
What?
Kevin, I insist. This is a waste of your time.
You are gonna fuck this up.
Oh my goodness, this is so awkward.
Like, what possessed him to do this?
She told you she wanted just to end it, but Saul can't let go. He has to win.
Oh my god.
President of Mesa Verde.
My bank took my home over a technicality, and I never missed a single payment. It's not right. It's un-American.
Yep.
Hi, I'm Saul Goodman,
Have you or a family member been wrongfully evicted from your home
my
by
God, it's
Mesa
like those
Verde?
commercials?
Then you may be entitled to a large cash settlement.
Class action.
Call 505-503-4455 today.
Are you kidding me?
You can't hear this. It's libel. It's libel.
It's my father you're making a fool of.
Jimmy, turn it off. You know you can't do this.
But you know, we'll fight it out after they run in New Mexico, Arizona, Utah,
we will
Texas.
stop it before it ever gets that far.
Some might call that prior restraint. You can stop us. Some news outlet will pick it up. They'll run for free.
To open my safety deposit box, and Mr. was standing there with his pants down, bare genitals.
Yep. My dad never, ever did anything like that.
The evidence was as clear as day. My bank was funding terrorism.
Stop.
This is Olivia Bitsui. She's a photographer. In fact, she took this self-portrait. It's really lovely. Here's another picture she took 54 years ago.
Kevin, say nothing.
No, Kim, I got this.
Kevin, I'm strongly advising you.
I know this picture. My dad bought it fair and square. I have a copy of it hanging in my office at home.
I think we all just heard Mr. Wachtel admit that he owns a copy of Olivia Bitsui's photo, a photo that looks remarkably like the official Mesa Verde logo.
That's right. We own it.
You own a copy of the photo. You don't own the rights to it. That's copyright infringement.
You'll never be able to prove that.
We filed an injunction, so you're going to have to take down all your horsey logos, or if you throw a big tarp over them, till we can get this thing settled. Shouldn't take more than, I don't know, a couple years.
Oh, my
We'll be seeing a lot of each other.
What?
Oh my goodness.
The
They're gonna break up. They're done. There's no way. They're not gonna stay together.
Fucking insane.
It's a world where Mr. Acker gets to keep his house, plus the $45,000 you were going to pay him for his pain and suffering. And in this world, you throw in a public apology. And imagine a world where a Native American photographer, Olivia Bitsui, is compensated $200,000 for the use of her photo, in addition to receiving future credit for the inspiration and use of the logo from Mesa Verde. Also, you know what? Throw in a public apology for Ms. Bitsui while you're at it. And then I can imagine a world where the injunction disappears.
Punch him and he's gonna sue him.
And those commercials, well, they'll never see the light of day. And poof, away they go into a vault, never to be seen by mortal eyes again. What do you think of that world, huh, Kevin? Can you imagine a world where we shake hands on that? Man to man?
He's either gonna shake or he's gonna hit him. Oh.
We're not gonna be able to see. Damn it.
Baker 241 PD.
Baker 241, go ahead.
Ran a 26, got a hit on a New Mexico plate. 1 Victor 1 5 Robert Zebra. Gray Monte Carlo occupied by 1 male.
Is he reaching for a gun?
Yeah. He's fucking crazy. Like.
Oh goodness,
Like,
she's
what
coming
the
home.
fuck do you even say? Like, what is
I'm
he gonna
surprised
tell her?
she. Well, I guess she wanted to talk to him.
Kevin is sick of lawyers, wants to be done with all of it. We explained that your agreement is non-binding, but he doesn't care. He's sticking with the handshake.
There you go. That's a plan cooked and served to juicy perfection. We should celebrate. Really?
I don't trust you.
Why?
Fuck you, Jimmy.
Kim, I was just...
So you turned you and me versus the bank into you versus me. And it is not just this. It's the same thing over and over again.
No, I kept things from you to protect you.
You can excuse stabbing me in the back by making it about protecting me? If you don't see it, I don't know what to say because we are at a breaking point.
God.
Either we end this now, and enjoy the time we had and go our separate ways, or we're...
What?
Or we're... I mean, maybe we get married.
What the fuck?
What? What?
Okay. I was like, what else was she gonna go with that? Like, is either end it now or what?
I thought she meant like end it like she was gonna say like we should just end it now or like end it like I don't know. I thought she was just gonna get her stuff and leave.
Get married? What the fuck? That's weird. Like, I mean, that's not weird. I mean, that'd be cool. I mean, I guess, but like,
That's literally the complete opposite of what we thought was gonna happen.
Yeah, I mean, I just don't know. It's like if it's not one thing, it's like another. She's just like, oh yeah, it's so bad. Like we need to end it or get married. Like it's just so like weird. So casually.
That's just like that was a twist. I did not expect that to happen.
Yeah, I still don't think that they're gonna get married. I don't think that's actually gonna happen. I still feel like they are gonna get separated. That was just a weird interaction. I have to sit on that one for a little bit to think about how that one's actually gonna turn out. Going back to Lalo real quick, you know, he was surrounded. I feel like he's gonna think that was a setup, which obviously it was. And I wonder how he's gonna react to that. Because I'm still curious if like that information that he was feeding Nacho was like, you know, intentional, like, you know, to see if Nacho was like the rat or something. Because Lalo is really like, he's a loose cannon, but he's kind of smart. He's not Gustavo smart, but he's just like, it's got something about it. Like he can sense bullshit. And like, I don't know. I still don't feel like he trusts Nacho fully. And I still think that that's a very big possibility that like he pretty much gave him fake information so that, you know, he could see if he was the rat or not. I feel like that's something that might pop up in the next couple of episodes.
I wonder if Kim maybe is saying this because like what he did go against her, but like in a way he helped everyone though. Yeah. Like everybody got what they wanted basically. I mean it was a rocky road to get there, but like Eric kept his call center. I mean he has to pay money.
Yeah, and he has to put it on the other lot, which, you know, that was like his pride thing that was keeping him from doing that.
Mr. Ecker gets to keep his home and the money, and then the photographer, she gets to get reparations and then future.
Yeah, I think it was in the sum of like 200,000 if I'm not mistaken.
Basically all parties involved.
But that being said, all parties involved, she did say that the one thing that she didn't win was the fact that she lost that trust in Saul, Jimmy, whatever you want to call him. But, you know, that's another thing, too, that makes it so curious. Of like, okay, let's break up or get married. Like, if you don't trust somebody, I want to see what she's going to say next. Curious, like, what's the next thing? Who says what next after that between those two?
Well, yeah, I feel like I don't have much more to say. Like, I just got to see what happens next.
Yeah. Well, if you haven't already, please make sure to like and subscribe. Hit that bell so you can stay notified for all of our future videos, and we'll catch you in the next one.
Bye.